Ahoy friends, welcome to building the Alpha Dory. I'm Dan, and this is a project to build a Chamberlain racing dory from John Gardner's The Dory Book. Illustrations by Sam Manning. Today we'll be out in the shop and we'll be fitting and cutting the seats, the thwarts. Let's get out there and get to it. Alright, before you guys tell me I've gone completely insane, just hear me out. Yeah, no, maybe I have gone insane. Gotta do this once per build at least, right? That might be far enough. Yeah, that's far enough. We're taking this thing off too. Let's go in and take a couple measurements and then we'll be back out to the saw. So the first thing we'll need is the angle between the seat and the riser. And the seat. There we go. Seat on the plank. Alright, the seat on the plank angle is what we're going to cut. The thwart on the plank angle is what we're going to cut the end of the thwart to. Alright, so that'll be what we cut the thwart off at, and we'll check it with this one, but this is going to be pretty similar. Yeah, it'll be this plank that it's butting up against, so yeah, it's pretty similar. Let's check this one back here. And it'll be butting up against this plank, so you can see that angle's quite similar there as well. Alright, so that same angle will do all four seats. And it's not going to be a tight, like the seats aren't going to be tight against this plank, but they're going to be near it. So the next thing we want to do is we want to make sure that 2 inches beyond the seat riser is not going to be further than the side of the boat. So 2-inch overhang is fine. We've got another 1/2 inch. Alright, well I'll snag another bevel square. So we've got that angle. Now the next angle we need is the angles that we're cutting the seats at. So the way we'll find that is actually this bevel square will be better for this. I don't know if it's going to matter. We'll try it though. This bevel square is going to be better for this angle. So I'll just take that off of that. Got this one still. This was the angle of the plank. And this bevel square may do better for our plank angle. Yeah, looks like it will. So this is the angle that we're going to cut the end of the seat off at. And we're taking this angle from the angle of the seat riser. So this angle will work for the two middle seats, and then we'll have to come back to get the angle for the end seats. Alright, so let's go out to the saw, and we got to get out the wood too. Okay, so here it is laid out. Let's see. First of all, I took this bevel square, which we took off of this angle, the frame and the plank. Alright, so took that angle. That's this angle here. Alright. Then we measured the length of the seat between at the frame between seat risers. You can see this is 36.5. And we added 4 inches to that. So this is 40.5. And that's at the center of the seat, where the frame is. So we measured all these distances to the center of the seat, to the center of the plank, which is 9 inches wide, so it's at 4.5. That's where we measured it. And did the same for the stern, got the angle of the seat at the frame, and then same for the middle seat. And then we got this board to make the sailing seat out of. So yeah, we'll do the sailings, mark off the sailing seat now. So I got the angle on this bevel square. And let's see. so I got the angle of the end of the seat. Now I'll go in and measure the width of the seat. So it's 4 feet and 1/4 of an inch. Find the center line. So measure out 4 feet and 1/4 of an inch. And go 4 inches further. Find the center. Alright, so now I can come back with my double square on this end. And this is the wide end. This is the wide side of the seat. Yeah, you can really smell the ocean at the moment. Beautiful. You can see the seat's got a bit of a bow to it. The plank has some cut. Alright, so now we've got the length over the seat risers and the angle that those that the ends of the seat need to be trimmed to at each station in order to go into the boat. Okay, now I'm really feeling stupid. I think it's going to be a lot easier to just cut these with the skill saw than bother cutting them on the table saw. So apparently I spun the table saw around for nothing. Before I go crazy, let me just measure this one more time because I've got one plank of this wood. 4 foot and 1/4. This is a special plank of wood for the sailing seat. 4 foot and 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, so we've added the 4 inches. Just want to make sure I'm cutting this in the right place. Like I said, I've got one board. Alright, so there's the sailing seat. I fixed my skill saw's guard spring The spring had come unsprung. There's the bow sailing seat, or the bow seat. Just checking these to make sure I'm getting them right as I do them. Stern seat, number 4 frame. And the number 2 frame centerboard seat. Alright, now silly me, I can put the saw back where it's supposed to be. Go figure. Oops, just came off the concrete block. Never easy, right? There she goes. That wasn't so bad. Okay, so now we can plug this puppy. Oh, Found my jack. Cool. It's actually not rusty either. Alright, we can plug the saw back in and finish up those seats. I'll show you how we do that. Alright, so here we are. The number 2 seat, which is a seat that goes across the center board, the back end of the center board trunk. And we know we made these seats 2 inches longer than the width from the from riser to riser at the frame. So basically we can find, we position the seat where we want it side to side in the boat, which is 2 inches in, because we know that that's going to center the seat in the boat. And it looks like it is, just a quick visual check, right? And then what we'll do, let's see here, see if it goes any better in this direction. No. Oh, I don't know what we're doing. Sorry. Okay, so then what we do is we'll set our square, right? Put it on the edge of the seat and bring it in till it just touches the frame here. All right, now we make a mark in the middle of the board. Right now we're measuring for how far in the notch will come that we're going to set the seat over the frame on. Alright, so that's the distance. Now I'll go to the other side of the boat and mark that same distance on this side. Yeah, like I say, it's been 2008 to 2022, so however long that is. About 14 years. So 14 years since I built this boat. Now I have made dory seats since then, so I guess I can't claim, and I've made them all the same, so I can't claim that. When was the last set of dory seats that I built? I don't really have seats in Centennial, though I did make a seat for it, so I guess it's only been 5 years, so you gotta give me a second or two to remember how I'm supposed to do stuff. So we'll do the same thing, bring the straight edge in at a right angle till it just touches the frame, and then make a mark. Now we'll be able to find the center line, and we want to measure these frames, which I think are, they're exactly 1 inch. So we're going to go a tiny bit over 1 inch when we make the marks, and then we'll cut these out on the saw. Okay, so I've got the notches marked on the ends of the board. Now what I'll do is take the saw, crank it all the way up absolutely high as it'll go, and then back it off about a quarter turn. Alright, let's see how that fits. Alright, let's see how this fits. Alright, so we're just clearing here. Now, if we weren't able to clear the rail, we'd have to cut this seat a little bit shorter. Yeah, it looks real good. We're down tight on the riser. Looks like it's rubbing a tiny bit. We could take off a little tiny bit more, but that's the idea. And I might actually just take it off with a file. But see, that's the idea. And then same on the other side. So we're just up against, it looks like it's just touching on this top edge a little. So I could take off a tiny bit more. But yeah, looking pretty good. And we're nice and close to the box top here. So that'll come down, and it doesn't even have to be tight. You know, it's there's going to be a cleat on either side that will capture the box. But we're nice and close to the box top, and once we take this down, it'll probably be right on it. So yeah, here's the other ones. I'm just testing the length, and I got to mark all these and cut those as well. So that'll be a project for another video. Anyway, we're getting there, and I think you get the idea. Thanks for stopping by Building the Alpha Dory. Look forward to seeing everybody down in the comments section, and a massive thank you to everybody who's liked, subscribed, and supported the channel. You're why we make these videos, and we couldn't do it without you guys. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. God bless.